Guys, this is it, the end of the Metal Virus saga. Will Sonic succeed in defeating Zavok, or will he fall and become infected? And how does Silver play into things? Let's find out. What's up everybody and welcome back to the Wolf Reactions. My name is Wolfie, if you guys couldn't tell, and today we're going to be reviewing issue number 29 of the IDW Sonic the Hedgehog comic series. This is it everybody, the end of the Metal Virus saga. It's been a long time coming. And if you all held out as long as you have, congratulations, we're here! Here's how these comic reviews normally go before I get into that. First I tell you guys what I liked, what I didn't like, and then I give it a score. But before we do that, I must read the book back to you guys in an overly dramatic fashion. And I do mean overly dramatic. Before we get to that, real quick, tiny favor, could you guys hit the like button? Just like, I'll give you guys a moment. Just real quick, it helps me out. We good? Alright, so without further ado guys, let's hurry up and get into this, because this one you're not going to want to miss. Angel Island. Issue 29 opens up with all of our heroes surrounded by the infected. Why do you always bring trouble to my island? I know this looks bad, Nux. Zavok is charged up on Chaos Emerald energy. He's blasting Angel Island with fireballs. And it looks like he's using his souped up electromagnetic powers to throw Zombots up here. There's literally nowhere left to run. Yeah, it seems bleak, but I've got a plan. Trust me. You better. Or I'm so going to haunt you! Knuckles, don't! We've got to keep them away from the Master Emerald and refugees, so save the day already! You heard the man, Silver. Right behind you. Metal, I need you too. It's the only way to save me. Activate your defense measures and do as he says! And with that, Sonic, Silver, and Metal Sonic begin their attack on Zavok. This is your last show of resistance? This is all you can muster? You may have destroyed my means of creating more Metal Virus, but I still command the Zombots. I will have them infect every inch of the globe. I will see your precious world grow sick and perish. As he says this, he flings a bunch of Zombots towards Metal, who still has Sonic in tow. Head straight for the Chaos Emerald on his chest! Before Metal Sonic can close the distance between them, Zavok shoots a giant fireball towards the two. No! As the smoke clears, we see Metal Sonic still holding on to Sonic, surrounded by the impenetrable Black Shield. Whew! Nice try. Boy, am I glad Tails and I didn't deactivate you when we had the chance. See Sonic the Hedgehog, issue number 12. Though the moment is short-lived as Zavok begins to close in on the two. Oh shoot, gotta move! Just then, a burst of psychic energy knocks Zavok's hand away. Thanks, but don't risk dropping the gems. Ugh, just worry about the last Chaos Emerald! There it is. Get me close so I can... Once again, Zavok continues his attack on Metal and Sonic, this time blowing them straight towards the ground.
Oh hey, it's Sonic!
That infection doesn't look good. I suggest you start running. Yeah, that's not really working much anymore. You misunderstand. I mean run from them. It's quickly revealed that Sonic is surrounded by many Zombots on the ground, though he is unable to move as the infection is quickly spreading over his body. If I can get up enough speed, I can just run to the Emerald. Hang on guys, just a little bit more. Back on Angel Island, we see the rest of our heroes struggling to take on the infected. I can't shake him! Gah! Get back! As the infected Big makes his way towards Eggman, Amy quickly steps in, attempting to take him out with one huge hammer swing. That did nothing. Though Amy seems shaken by this fact, Eggman sees his opportunity and takes it. Ugh! Kicking Amy into the infected Big before taking off. On the contrary, you slowed him down for me. Get to the shuttle, get out of here, and... Eggman's escape is short-lived as he trips over the infected Froggy, landing face first, before being leapt upon by him. No! Not like this! Must protect Island! Though Knuckles puts up a good fight, the infection soon spreads all over his body, quickly turning him. Sonic, please. Back on Earth, Sonic is still fighting against the Zombots that have now latched onto his body. Just then, Metal Sonic speeds in, knocking the Zombots off of him. Metal, up. As Sonic no longer has the strength to stand, Metal grabs onto him and begins boosting him up towards Zavok's Chaos Emerald. Accept your fate, Sonic. You have lost. And all machines are mine to control. Zavok takes control of Metal Sonic, flinging him away before Sonic makes his final rush towards the Chaos Emerald. Silver, now! Sonic manages to yank the Chaos Emerald free from Zavok, plummeting back to Earth, as Silver begins flying towards him with the rest of the Chaos Emerald. Alright, ready to save the world? One sec, let me take care of him first. With the last of my strength, I will crush you! Supersonic performs a Speed Blitz attack, knocking Zavok back to normal size almost instantly. That seemed a little anticlimactic. We don't have time to be fancy, especially since the Warp Topaz doesn't look like it's handling all this power too well. I'll drive and handle the Warp Portal. You handle the rest of your Psychokinesis. Got it! Now empowered by the 7 Chaos Emeralds, Super Silver begins drawing all the metal virus from every organic being on Earth. They did it! They did it! Amy? Hooray! Why am I back on Angel Island? Oh, hey! Miss me much?
Team Chaotix, we're detectives. You want on your side?
Shadow? Knuckles?
Rouge?
What? The world was about to end. I wanted to spend my last moments with the one I love.
Are you alright, miss?
I will be. Thank you, kind sir. Mother? Mother! Cream instructed me to come here, with the assumption Sonic would succeed. Did I arrive with acceptable punctuality? I will wait. It's working! Where are you sending it? I'm dumping it where it won't hurt anyone ever again! In the next panel, we can see the portal opening up, scattering the virus to the surface of the sun to be incinerated. The Warp Topaz isn't gonna last much longer. Hang on, we're kicking into supersonic speed! Supersonic and Super Silver begin traveling all the way across the planet, making sure not a single trace of metal virus is left over. How we doing, Silver? I'm not detecting any more. We're done. Time to get rid of this. Silver, are you all right? Is it over? What happened? It's over. We pulled away every bit of metal virus and destroyed it. But Dr. Starlin was right. The Warp Topaz couldn't handle all that power. Sonic tried to ditch it in the Super Warp Portal, but... oh no. Next time, a world without metal virus and Sonic? Oh my god, this comic right here, guys. Okay, so... oh my god, where do I start? Okay, first, I'll tell you where I'm going to start. First, I'm going to take it out of its plastic like so. I'm going to open it up like this. Beautiful art, by the way. We're going to go ahead and put that down right there. I'm going to flip through it as we review this. Okay, so first, I'm going to tell you guys what I like. Honestly, I'm going to cut the crap right now. There is nothing I didn't like about this one, so there will be no things I didn't like section. This is all going to be things I like because let me gush real quick, all right? This book is the culmination of everything. It all began back in issue number 13 with the metal virus first showing up there, and it all comes here. Like, it feels like it's been way longer than it has been. It's only been 16 issues, but you gotta remember, they come out once a month, so that's a year and 3 months, not counting the delay thanks to incidents that are currently happening in our world right now, our world, the real world, that we won't go too far into. You guys already know. Oh, God. Okay, so, excuse me. I just finished reading, so I'm a little giddy. Let me tell you guys this. Whenever I read a book, you're probably like me, guys. You probably tend to, like, immerse yourself. You tend to get really invested in what you're reading. So, as I'm reading, I'm doing this. I'm biting my nails and going like this. Especially during that one moment where all the characters, it's flashing back to like this, like our characters fighting the infected. We see Knuckles getting infected. We see Tails like getting grabbed and infected by Cheese and Chocola. We see Whisper having to face Tank. I'm jumping ahead of myself. But like during that part, I was like, oh my god, is what's gonna happen? And then when okay, sorry, Metal Sonic, no. Metal Sonic! I'm sorry, I get so excited. I love Metal Sonic. He's one of my favorite, like, bad guys. One of my favorite ongoing Sonic villains in the series. But it's so cool to see him fighting on the good side. He wasn't technically fighting for good. He was fighting because Eggman told him to. But still, seeing him fight along Sonic and Silver was... Oh, that's perfect! Sorry. And let's not forget, the cherry on top of the ice cream sundae that is this book. Super Silver comes back. We haven't seen Super Silver since Sonic 06. He might have probably turned Super into like a spin-off game, like one of those handheld Rivals tours. I don't know. But the first time I've seen him since Sonic 06. Not counting the Archie comics, because those aren't canon to this book. As we know right now. As far as we know, at the date of this recording, we don't know if the Archie comics are even canon. Probably not. This looks like it's going to be its own thing away from the Archie comics, but we don't know. They could pull something. But either way, off subject. I love this book. The fact that they somehow made, Ian Flynn and his writing crew, made Zavik and the Deadly Six a credible threat. That's something Sonic Lost World, well, Sonic Lost World did an okay job at it, I feel. But no, compared to this book, this is as threatening as they have ever been. And let's face it, some of the Deadly Six, even though they lost, did win. The Babylon Rogues lost to Zik. The old man is his name? Zik? They technically lost because they wound up getting infected. He wound up getting them infected. Cream lost against Xena. And who else? No, I think those are our ones who got infected. I'd say 2 of the 6 Deadly Six actually wound up succeeding at getting the people they were fighting infected. Maybe not directly, but their actions did. Like, way to bring them into the tail end of the saga and not have them feel forced, but also have them be a part of the story and a credible threat. Good job on that. Zavik in this book was great. Like, I know everybody likes to call him a Kmart ripoff, Kmart Bowser ripoff, myself included, but I feel here he worked. He was threatening, he was menacing, and he was a big final boss that needed to be there to give our heroes one last threat to deal with before the end of this Zombot arc. Metal Virus arc. Let me flip through some more here. So first things first, Knuckles taking the first shot was both a like, oh my god, and an oh my god moment, right? I went like, oh, like that. Like as soon as he punched him, I was like, Knuckles, you just infected yourself. But I thought about it. There's nowhere left to run. They're all surrounded at all sides. Knuckles literally took that blow. He was like, look, I gotta protect the Master Emerald and the refugees. So I'll take this blow right here. I'll hold him off as long as I can. Sonic, go do your thing. Knuckles, my boy, I love you, buddy. Sorry, I'm gushing. I'm trying to hold it together, Wolfie. Hold it together. Okay. You like my new redesign hat? Okay. Metal Sonic, the OG here. Him and Silver both helping Sonic because as we know, Sonic is on his last leg here. In this book, the infection is pretty much all but like infected like his face, like mainly like the right side, left side of his face. So Sonic has no strength left. He's running, he's tired, but Metal Sonic and Silver are there to back him up. Mostly Metal Sonic. He put in a lot of work. I love the fact that Metal Sonic is like he's flying him around, but also he's using his moves to protect him too. The Black Shield, calling that back. The Black Shield, for those of you that don't know, is a move he used in Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, where he becomes basically, you can't hurt him. When he's surrounded by the Black Shield, he's invulnerable. But it's just, I was like, oh man, he did the Black Shield too? That's so sick. And then Zavik's about to grab them and Silver's using his psychic abilities to hold him off. I'm like, this feels like almost, not quite Avengers Endgame, but like right up there. Like, it feels like all the heroes kind of coming together to fight the big bad, and they're all just kind of like helping each other out and doing like all sorts of things. Zavik put up a pretty good fight, I'm gonna say that. He was very just like, he was not having any of it. He wasn't gonna make it easy. I can now see why Zavik is the head of the Deadly Six for that, for this very reason. He's not dumb. He's actually quite intelligent and strong. A deadly combination. A deadly, no, I'm not gonna say that joke. Deadly Six? Eh, let it go. But yeah, when it was flashing back to Sonic like down on the ground, surrounded by Zombots, and then it flashes back to all of his friends fighting off the infected and losing, and it's like, oh my god, this is it. This is it. This is it right here. In the back of my head, I was like, there's no way they can lose here, but still, I was nervous, right? I was like, you still seeing them getting infected. Tails got infected. Knuckles got infected. Amy got infected after she got betrayed by Eggman. Eggman is such a dick. Oh my god, I can't believe he did that. Like, it's perfect though. That's the perfect portrayal of Eggman. Of course he would kick Amy into Big to like get away. Of course he would. But like, that's so dickish. It is so dickish of him to do that. But I love it. It's just like, oh, you know how this book ended. Okay, I'm skipping ahead again. Stop, Wolfie. Focus. Okay, one point at a time. Yeah, Knuckles putting up a fight all the way to the very end when he got infected too. That one hurt me. I was like, oh god, no, not Knuckles too. He can't run it off like Sonic can. And oh, here's a part right here that's gonna be controversial. This panel, that one right there. So Tails fans, and actually the majority of the Sonic fans, we can almost all unanimously agree that the Tails, the now crazy infamous Sonic Help Me from Sonic Forces, play the clip.
Whoa, chaos! Sonic, help me!
Is now probably one of the worst Tails moments in the mainline games. One of them. And here's the thing. I'm gonna get a lot of flack for saying this, but I feel it was appropriate here. No, hang on. Look, hear me out. Hear me out, okay? I feel it was appropriate, let me explain. Because here, we've seen since the virus's inception or the first time the virus showed up in issue number 13, we've seen how it started off as just a kind of like, oh, this is bad. We kind of gotta make sure things don't get out of hand here, but it's kind of manageable right now. Sonic's infected, but he can run it off. Everything's kind of cool. But let's just make sure we do everything we can to make sure no one else gets infected. And as it keeps spiraling downwards, more of our characters start getting infected and everything, we see how this takes an emotional toll and a physical and mental toll on Sonic and all of his friends too. We've seen them at their lowest. Unlike Forces, which did the whole black text, 6 months later, Eggman took over the world and all of the characters are now in hiding. That doesn't work in a storytelling perspective, because if that's how you're gonna tell your story, it's not gonna work. And I hear a lot of people defending the Tails moment in Sonic Forces. They say the reason Tails cowered from Chaos Zero, even though he fought Chaos Zero on Sonic Adventure, is because at that point, he's not all there mentally. He saw Sonic, what he thought was Sonic dying and everything. I understand that. I completely get that. To all the Sonic Forces defenders out there, I understand that point completely. My counter argument on that is the game did a bad job of showing that to us. It told us that, but it didn't show us that. So a lot of us who have seen Tails in Sonic Adventure 1 and 2 in particular, to have a hard time believing that Tails would just cower like that. Now, if you showed... I'm sorry I'm on a Sonic Forces tangent. I promise, guys, I'm going to stop talking about Sonic Forces, but this will help me get my point across. But I feel if Sonic Forces had gotten to the point where they had showed over time, hey, Tails had tried to do this. He tried to fix a power plant to give the Resistance power, but he failed that. He got attacked by Infinite again. He couldn't fight him. Stuff like that. Just show him over time taking defeat after defeat, constantly taking L's, Tails does. And then eventually, he's not sure he can do it anymore. He saw Sonic get defeated. He tried, he's going to try to fight through for Sonic's sake. I'm going to remember Sonic, and I'm going to fight as best I can. And then we see him constantly messing up. Maybe he's just losing confidence. Then when Chaos Zero finally shows up, right? And then Tails is like, at that point, he's like, I can't do it anymore. He emotionally breaks down and goes, Sonic, help me. I feel right there, that would have worked in Sonic Forces. I'm sure a lot of you would agree with me on that one. But here, in the comics, we've had longer time to show how the virus has progressed and how it's taken a toll on all the characters. So Tails cowering here is more believable because, as we already saw, he wasn't just cowering because he was scared, he was also being infected. If you look closely on that panel, Chocola and Cheese are grabbing onto his tail, infecting Tails. So yeah, he has a reason to be scared. He's already turning, so I feel it works better there. He's still a child too. A lot of people forget that. Yes, he's stronger than he was when he first started out, but he's still a child, so it would make sense for him to cower there. Sorry, and also an infected Knuckles and Shadow are coming his way too. He stands no chance. So, yeah, that's my personal reason why I think that would be a gripe for me. I know a lot of people are saying, how dare they make Tails? I also think that was a reference to Sonic Forces. There's no way it wasn't, the fact that he's in that same stance too. But I know a lot of people are going to be upset about that, but that was my reasoning for thinking it worked in this comic rather than in Forces. You can disagree with me if you disagree, then I can't change your mind. But that was my point there. Sorry, I went on another tangent, but I feel strongly about these things. Can you tell? Yeah. And Metal Sonic, right when Sonic is surrounded and all hope looks lost, Metal Sonic comes in and sucker punches the Zombots. I lost it. I was sitting there going like this. I went from this to this, like, yeah! I was like freaking out. I was like, yes, my boy Metal Sonic. I love Metal Sonic so much. And him coming to Sonic's aid was just a great moment for me, particularly. The sucker punch. What is with Metal Sonic and sucker punching? You notice he sucker punched someone in the Archie Genesis comic. He sucker punched in Sonic Mania Adventures. I believe he sucker punched Ray. Yeah, he did. And now this. He is just a master of sucker punching. Do not turn your back on Metal Sonic. He will sucker punch you. In fact, I'm pretty sure he did in the OVA too. Maybe it wasn't so much a sucker punch as it was a sucker hit. I think he hit Sonic when his back was turned. Anyway, my point being, Metal Sonic put in some work getting Sonic to where he needed to go. Without Metal Sonic there, oh, and more importantly, sorry, I'm skipping ahead again, but we can definitely see, now I'm reading the book here, how Sonic said Silver was very important to the plan in the last issue. We now see what he meant, because if you look at how the plan played out, think about it. If you reread it, look closely. Sonic got the Chaos Emerald out, right? But if Silver wasn't there with the rest of the Chaos Emeralds, that was it. Sonic would have just became infected. He had all the emeralds, but no, he didn't actually have all the emeralds. Yeah, maybe Whisper wouldn't have been able to pull it off by herself fighting Zor, because Silver was there to help her, right? If Silver wasn't there, you could definitely see how the plan would not have worked, because he needed to be there, not only to get Sonic the Chaos Emeralds to make sure they both went super, but also to use his telekinetic abilities while he's supercharged to draw all the virus from the Earth as Sonic held the portal up and threw it into the sun. What a great plan too, man. I love how it all just like came together. But yeah, as we saw by the end of the book though, it seems like Dr. Stalin was right. Man, I'm sorry, I'm skipping so far ahead. But yeah, Super Silver and Super Sonic fighting together at last. Has been a while since Sonic 06. It almost felt like a Sonic 06 callback, but only missing Shadow. We had Metal Sonic taking his place, kind of. But yeah, that was great. And then we see the reunion between the characters as they all become back to normal. It was so great to see them back. It's like, oh man, it's been so long. We see Big and Amy reunite, kind of Team Rosie, but like Cream's missing, but that's because she's reuniting with her mom on the side. Then we see Tangle and Whisper reuniting their best friends, and I love the tackle hug that Whisper gave her. What a character arc from Loner Wolf, you know, giving the stank evil eye to Shadow. We learned about her backstory in the Tangle and Whisper miniseries, which you guys should check out my videos on if you haven't already. If you haven't seen those, check out my Tangle and Whisper reviews. Sorry, I lost my train of thought. Whisper has progressed from showing no interest in friendship, as we know why, if you see her backstory, to outright becoming just like traumatized when she learned that Tangle got infected, and then pounce hugging her when she's back to normal. It was such a great moment. I love it. And then Team Chaotic singing the theme song, the bunch of goofs. I love those guys as they all came together again. They're so happy. Oh man, what a great happy ending, but not really because of the way it ends. Also, Rouge, of course, on the Master Emerald. Everybody ships. Now the funny thing is, everybody ships Rouge and Knuckles. Some people ship Rouge and Shadow. Me, I ship Rouge and Master Emerald. The OG pairing. Is it the OTP, I think is what people say? What you youngsters say? Anyway, Rouge and Master Emerald forever. That's the true shipping. Yeah, just great. It's great to see this is almost, I wouldn't say bittersweet. It's a ominous kind of, not ominous, ambiguous ending. We defeated the virus. The virus is gone. We've done it. But where's Sonic? We just see this weird chaos rift in the sky. Like, I don't know what's going on. Sonic is potentially gone. We know he's not gone for good, but where is he? Could he be dimension hopping now? Could he be just, like, where is he? We don't know. This is going to be very interesting for the future stories coming up. What does this mean for future books? What are we going to focus on? This is why I'm excited, because now that Sonic is out of the picture, let's face it, Sonic really needed a break. He's been on his last leg for about 13 issues, running himself ragged, trying to get this stuff done. But yeah, now that it's done, he's gone. Hopefully, not for good, but like, where do we go from here? The virus is gone. Now, here's my theory and prediction. There's two ways they can go about this. One, I'm gonna call this the Fallout Civil War arc for Sonic, right? We have our Sonic heroes, see what I did there? Split into two groups. We have on one side, Eggman. We gotta let Eggman, let him go, right? Let Eggman go. We're not gonna kill him. And on the other side, we have, nah, Eggman's gotta go. You see what he almost did there? You almost see what he did there? I'm thinking that's gonna be Team Shadow and Espio leading that, because those two obviously don't have qualms about murder, I guess. But like, I'm seeing a Civil War, like a Marvel Captain America Civil War situation where it's like the two groups are coming head to head. It's like one group thinks that Eggman is, while dangerous, they can't kill him, and the other group is like, nah, he's gotta go, right? Almost even Tangle and Whisper could go two sides on that too. Tangle could be like, no, we don't kill him. And Whisper is like, oh, heck yeah, I've seen, he's got to go. If you see Whisper's backstory, you could definitely see why Whisper would probably want Eggman gone too. Yeah, and Cream would be on the other. They could do a really good Captain America Civil War type story with this. That'd be very interesting to see the characters, like, and their different morals and beliefs on how they see Eggman from here on in. Maybe. We don't know. The other way I can see it being is like we just get like the epilogue, which is probably what they're gonna do is the Fallout, which is where do we go from here now, right? Sonic is gone. It's probably just gonna focus on the rebuilding back of the worlds. We're gonna see the characters going back to as normal as it can be, or maybe we're gonna see them searching for Sonic now, or maybe it could be Sonic in another dimension. Here's where another theory I have, the third secret theory, the third secret Wolfie theory. What if Sonic is dimension hopping and he finds a dimension in which the Freedom Fighters are there? I know a lot of people, listen, I know I just riled up a lot of people by saying that. Listen, I feel if you like the IDW comics, it doesn't mean you have to hate the Archie Freedom Fighters. If you like the Archie comics and the Freedom Fighters, doesn't mean you have to hate the IDW stuff. They're not mutually exclusive. You can like both of them just fine. I like them both just fine. I like the IDW, I like the old Archie stuff too. Unless it's Ken Penders, but that's self-explanatory. Like, but like, why do we gotta fight each other? Why is it gotta be Sally fans hating against the IDW? I mean, not all of them. I'm just talking about the very vocal minority that's like, Sally is good and IDW sucks, and then there's people saying IDW is the best and Archie comics are trash. Like, why is it gotta be like that? Just why can't we just come together and love the things we love? It's not. One thing isn't going to cancel out the other. They both exist. The Archie comics are always there, and the IDW comics are the current canon. I'm just saying, it'd be cool if they could bring back the Freedom Fighters. I like them both. I like the Freedom Fighters. I like the IDW comics just fine. I know a lot of people say keep it IDW comics pure and game canon only. No Archie Freedom Fighters. I don't get the argument personally, but to each their own. Yeah, I would be interesting to maybe have Sonic dimension hopping from here and seeing different, maybe alternate realities where maybe Zavik won, or maybe he goes to, Blaze's dimension to chill for a bit before he comes back. We don't know where Sonic can go from here. And that's the most exciting thing of all. Even though the Metal Virus arc is technically over, we saw the climax today, I'm thinking things are gonna get more exciting from here, guys. Yeah, I'm trying to think, is there anything else in this book that I missed? I probably missed some things, guys, but again, my mind is, I'm scatterbrained. I'm so excited, and I'm just right off the comic. This is all unscripted. This is off the top of my head as I flip through the book. I love this book, guys. This was great. What a great payoff. My compliments to Ian Flynn and his writing crew for making this saga great. And for those of you who held on throughout this, even though it got really dark and bleak and sad, for those of you who hung in there, here it is. We finally got our happy ending, kind of. yeah, this is going to be interesting to see where things go from here. Now for me to give it a score, because there's nothing I really didn't like about this. I felt it was a little... I have to say, mainly because they had to condense everything into one book. It did kind of feel fast. Even Silver mentions that it was kind of anticlimactic that Supersonic took out Zavik in like that. But hey, they only have a certain amount of pages they can get per issue. They have to make sure they wrap this up. You know, the stories, we gotta go. We got more stories to tell. Speaking of which, Ian Flynn apparently is not going to be writing any the future issues after, I believe, the conclusion of the Metal Virus arc. I think Evan Stanley is going to be taking over the book, taking over writing on the main story from till further notice, which I'm excited for. I can't wait to see what she writes up. Like, I love seeing different artists because we get to see different perspectives and how each writer sees the characters and how they do their stories. We could get some really fun stuff out of this. I'm just open-minded and I'm ready to see what they have. What Evan might have planned for us. Hopefully I'm right on that. I think it's Evan Stanley. If not, I'll put a correction over here somewhere. Guys, what are your theories on where do we go from here? What did you guys think of this comic book? Oh, I gotta give it a score. Let's give this one a 9 out of 10. Solid 9 out of 10. I'm excited for the Doctor Strange style. Oh, it's not gonna show up on the green screen there, but I'm excited for the potential Doctor Strange-esque dimension hopping. I don't know, whatever Sonic's up to, or hopefully he's not just gone and we don't see him for a while. But I don't know. We'll see. 9 out of 10. Let me know what you guys think of this book. Hit the like button if you haven't already, and be sure to subscribe if you haven't already for more comic reviews like this, and check out the rest of my comic reviews. I have a whole playlist of them. Seriously, for those of you who watch all the way to the very end, that's right, you guys know who you are. You're watching right now. I can see you. Hey, how you doing? Thank you for watching all the way to the end of these videos. It means a lot to me. Your support is always appreciated. And if you'd like to show further support, completely optional. If you don't want to, then don't. I have a Patreon page, which you can find here. Any amount you want to become a patron on, it helps me out. Also, if you're a part of the $2 and up patron tier, you get the comic reviews a little earlier than the YouTube side. Just as a small perk and a small token of my appreciation for your continued support. For now, guys, I'm going to go ahead and call it. I'm thinking that's it. I can't wait to see the discussion in the comments about this. This is great. Let me think. I think that's going to do it for me, guys. As always, be safe out there. Wash your hands. Wear your face mask when you do go out. Try to minimize going outside. Let's be smart, guys. Use common sense. Be safe out there. Seriously. It's not great right now. But hopefully things will get better. That's gonna do it. I'll see you all next time. Stay tuned.